Hello and welcome to Top Cut of GP Klemnae. Sorry. Where we are playing against a player I don't believe I've faced before. At least certainly not in GPs. Who is on a deck I have faced before, unfortunately. This is Blue-Black Sacrifice. Basically, pretty close to being the same deck I lost to in round 2. We're going to see if we can do things a little differently than we did in round 2. Same poor Pathetic Cocoon, Seize Souls, Conjure Forth, Fashion Temple from Flesh, Tartok Wanderer, Charming Siren. Real big list of cards I don't want to play. Uh, is in fact higher seed than me. I believe. I can double check that. I'm fairly certain I am not the high seed. I am not a high seed in this tournament. Yeah. Borfotron is in fact 4 seed and I'm the 5 seed. So Borfotron gets to take the play. Yeah, I mean, this is the deck. Okay, opponent's mulliganing. That's the kind of thing we like to see. That's how I think we are not favored against their mull to 6. We're probably favored against their mull to 5. So, there's always a chance. Strange things happen in a game of Magic. Okay, they keep 6. We can beat a 6. It is theoretically possible. Opponent's going to... Okay. Tapped New Divine, preserving their life total. Draw Incendiary Flow. Incendiary Flow is one of the better burn spells in this matchup. Run out the Renegade Apprentice and swing in there for 1. Next turn, probably Renegade Apprentice Magma Flow. If they don't have a blocker in play, somehow, it's going to be double Renegade Apprentice, but almost certainly there's going to be a blocker I have to worry about. They crack on Upkeep, meaning they're not looking to draw more lands right now. They have their colors. Two mana could be a lot of different things. Could be just Fashion Temples from Flesh being kind of a problem for me. Could be 2 1-drops. Their deck is extremely cheap. Almost the entire deck costs 1 mana. It's Charming Siren. Just Charming Siren and pass. So could be leaving up... Actually couldn't be leaving up that much with just 1 mana. This is a pretty bad start from them. I draw Deranged Cultist. LVP of the deck. Play another Renegade Apprentice. Cast a Magma Flow. Attack you for 4. Yeah, just take their 4. Okay, I mean... What is going on in their hand? I mean, almost their entire deck costs 1 mana. So, it's very hard for them not to spend 1 mana on that turn. Unless somehow they needed double blue, like every card in their hand is blue. That's the only thing I can imagine that's happening here. A land would let me go Renegade Apprentice Incendiary Flow next turn, which would not be bad. Otherwise, my options are kind of awkward. Well, they do have a black spell in their hand. It's Fresh Carrion. Yep, that's the problem. It's an instant too. We're playing it here. Okay. So my guy doesn't untap, and they get 3 insects. And this is to make 2 1/1 flyers. Yeah, now I'm kind of... So I need to cast... Can they gain life? I believe they can't gain life in any way. So I need to point 5 burn spells at their face, because I'm never getting in for combat damage again. So I got one, I got two. I need three more burn spells before they kill me. Okay, that's three. It's not nothing. What's the order of operations here? Everything's sorcery speed, fortunately. Um, I can't really set up anything that blocks any of these well, but I can threaten something. I I guess I could attack and do flow lightning splinters this turn. That's the most efficient use of my time. I think I'm going to apprentice could become good on a future turn, so I think it might be apprentice flow your face. Is this turn? Yeah. Apprentice, which makes them worry. Magma flow your face. Pass the turn. And 2/2 First Strike can actually attack into this board in a reasonable manner. So next turn, probably Incendiary Flow your face. See if I can attack with something. Unless, of course, like they continue to clog up the board, in which case. So, but the main reason, I don't expect to ever actually hit them with a Renegade Apprentice, but I expect them to not be able to attack their entire board. Yeah, here's Hushed Briefing. Because of the threat of Renegade Apprentice. Yeah, they play the 1 mana draw 2. But I got 2 burn spells. I only need to find 2 more. They can probably kill me in what 3-ish turns, maybe 2. No, not 2, maybe 4. 3 or 4 turns probably from here. So yeah, top card needs to be like land, burn spell, in that order for me to win this. Because even like burn spell, I can't cast them in time. If it's another lightning splinters, yeah, if the top card is lightning splinters into like magma flow, that might do it. What attacks? Just the spirits. Make them guess. Take my 2. Okay, they're passing. Ooh, mountain. Okay, that's a good draw here, for certain. So the line here is Covenant's Neonate into Incendiary Flow their face, I believe. Black instances could be Deadly Dispute, but nothing that affects the board at instant speed, I believe. Um, this is my last chance to either give him damage or force him to block. I think it has to be Incendiary Flow, unfortunately. And I think I will play Covetous Neonate. The Rummage could be relevant. So, Incendiary Flow your face, down to 9. Play Covetous Neonate. There is, in fact, an instant sorcery or vampire in my graveyard. And attack you with everything. I think they are screwed on blue mana. I think that's what's happening here. Not all my damage comes in marks of 2. They're block, block, block. Sure, that's fine by me. I get my blood token. Neonate dies. Oh, never mind. Ah, they're in a deadly dispute. That one. Okay. Sure. So they just get to draw cards and make treasures. Neonate still dies. I still get my blood. All their insects still die. Okay. So if the top 2 cards in my deck are burn spells, I think I win this. They obviously have 6 cards, 3 tokens, but they can't kill me that fast. Scofo's Conqueror kills me the fastest, but I can ignore that for a while. Seize Souls, actually, is the card I'm mostly worried about. That would put a very significant clock into play. What do they got in their sideboard? Mesmage, Nomologist, Dragon to the Dark, Twilight Ambush is probably going to come in. Okay, Ranks Unmade probably come in, but no life gain. In the whole 75, they can't gain any life. So I think that's got to be the plan. Hope to get in for like 5-ish damage just with creatures, and then do the rest of burn spells. It's not a great plan, but I think it is my best plan here. Tartok Wanderer? Yeah, that's fine by me. Oh, this is Cecil's. Yep, this is Cecil's. I'm at 15? Oh, and they're not even attacking with the spirits. Okay, that's buying me time. Do I discard Deranged Cultist or Mountain? To colorless blood token. I think it's Deranged Cultist. That card just like literally has no relevant text. And I could need the Mountain in case like I have a big ignite, like a big Igneous Visions turn. So I'm gonna tap this, discard Deranged Cultist, draw a card. It's Disgruntled Crook. Okay. It's not nothing. Play Disgruntled Crook. Go to 7. Play a Mountain. Your turn. Okay. Crook is not exactly a burn spell, but it does restrict their attacks more. They really don't want to take 1 more damage. And I could kill next turn. Igneous Vision, Lightning Splinters, Igneous Visions, Lightning Splinters kills them. With the like attack to enable it. Does it kill them? No, I'm slightly short, because it didn't Lightning Splinters this turn. Okay, I do have something in my sideboard for this. What are they attacking with? Just these 2? I think this is a uh, pretty easy block from me. Take my 1. I'm chumping blocking this every turn. That's what my creatures are good for. This just sees souls again. Sacks the tap spirit. No, this is Scofo's Conqueror. Sacking tap spirit. I take 2. They draw a card. Okay, I can survive. I have 2 more turns, I think, in which to kill them. They can't kill me next turn, but they can almost certainly kill me the turn after that, even through chump blockers. So, Mountain. I have to cast this Lightning Splinters this turn, and then I just hope that I can like do it with Igneous Visions the following turn. Yeah, I don't have any other options. Lightning Splinters your face. My apprentices are now 2/2s with first strike. I could basically trade one of them for Scofo's Conqueror. So just trade one of them for a 1/1 spirit, and then take a 10 damage back from them. Doesn't seem very good. Okay. This turn, can I survive 2 turns. No, they're gonna have minimum. So I can chump a 5/5 this turn, chump a 5/5 next turn, take 6, then take 10. So I die. Take 6 and rather than take 9, so I take Xaxes, even if I chump 2/5/5s with my 2 creatures. So it's got to be exactly next turn. And there's some combinations that do it. I keep 1 apprentice alive, so I have the ability to do cheap lightning splinters next turn if I need it. It has to involve igneous visions, and then I have 3 mana left over after the 2 igneous visions, so it needs to be like incendiary flow splinters or magma flow splinters, or the two mana spell could also be disgruntled crook. I'm glad I discarded Deranged Cultist, which would have done absolutely nothing here. Oh, only it hitting me for 5. Okay, block. Puts me to 10. Okay, so I might get an additional turn. Scophos puts me to 8. Okay, so no. If I get an additional blocker, maybe, but I probably don't get another turn. And Pathetic Cocoon, yeah. Igneous. Nope, it's Mountain. And that's lethal. Sure. Makes sense. Sideboard, take out these Deranged Cultists, put in these Crimson Finales. Ship it. Crimson Finale doesn't deal with all the problems, but deals with some of them. It's good against Charming Siren. It's good against Tartok Wanderer. It's good against Fresh Carrion. Kills the Fashion Temple from Flesh token. Kills Conjure Force tokens. These are all nice things. Yeah, congrats to Borfotron and I believe 2 other players, Datrobino and Tremor, for finding this deck. I think pretty clearly the best deck in the room. There's a bunch of cards in this deck. I was just like, oh, I forgot that this existed. I would like Conjure Forth and Fashion Temples were certainly on my radar, but I just completely forgot about Give Gifts, Seize Souls, Hushed Briefing, and Pathetic Cocoon. As really incredible cards that like I did not remember existed in the format. I believe 3 of them made top 8, of which one of them is Tremor, the top seed, who's currently like waiting, got the bye and is waiting in semis. The other, one of them already lost in 5th, lost out at 5th, and one of them is Borfotron right here. And I will be taking the play. Game 2. That game 1 that got closer than I expected. I like had outs, which is not the way I expect most of these games to go. Turn 1 Neonate, turn 2 Smog, turn 2 or Razelet. This hand has the shape of something that could be good eventually. This Covenant's Neonate is never going to do anything, is the main problem. I could mulligan this. This is not a crazy thing to mulligan. 2 lands, Lightning Splinters in my worst burn spell. Okay, describe a perfect hand. A perfect hand has 1 or 2 Renegade Apprentices to get an early damage, and then just nothing but 3 damage burn spells. Razelet Meditation is... I have 2 3 damage burn spells, a Crimson Finale and a Solid Smog. I think I will keep 7. I think that this is not great odds, but it's better than my 6s. Go Neonate. Like, it's entirely possible I get to hit with Solid Smog on turn 2. See, no Tartark Wanderer. That's huge. They have Twilight Ambush in their deck. But you know what? We can't play around anything. Razelet or Solid Smog, actually? Razelet, right? Yeah, so we should attack. Then Razelet? It might actually be... No, it's Solid Smog. Is it? No, it's Razelet. It's Razelet. Yeah. No. Yeah, it's Razorlet this turn. Okay. Razorlet, make my 2/1/1s. Ship the turn. Okay, them having no 1-drop is, like, highly surprising. Cards in their deck that cost 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 play sets, so like 20 cards. Fashion Temples, yep, that's perfectly fine. This is a very slow draw from them. No one drop is incredible luck for me. Unknowingly, Solid Smog attack with this Anti-Soldier Smack 3. Seems pretty good to me, yeah. Solid Smog, attack, transform. Would they like to block my 1/1? So doing the math, they're at 19. If they don't, they're going to be at either at 16 or 15, and I have 7 points of burn already lined up. Splitting Fog already big enough they can't Twilight Ambush it, which I think is the main card they brought in. So that's really useful because they don't, and it's too big for Fashion Temples as well. Ooh, they take their 4 down to 14, or 15. Okay, and I have 7 damage, so they're at effectively 8. I need to deal 8 additional damage. That's either drawing burn spells or managing. It's very likely I could actually hit them with a creature an additional time this game. Like on turn, like very few games where I'm gonna on my turn 4 deal combat damage to them in this matchup, but this might be one of them. They have no blue mana. That's really big. Man, they kept this hand. Tartak Wanderer. Okay. This looks like we're setting up a Crimson finale here. 2 mana up. Could be like Drag of the Dark, Twilight Ambush. Could be Deadly Dispute. Okay. They're at effective 5. I'm going to go Mountain. I'm going to play this Crimson finale and see what happens. Is Deadly Dispute? It is. Okay, they get their treasure, but they're not affecting the board here, and they're both their creatures die. I can't. Yeah, yeah. I can't respond to sacrifice. They draw 2 cards. Yep, and I take 1 as well. Sure. So I get to swing in with Splitting Smog plus Soldier for 5/3 for 8, and then chuck a Splinter at their face. Okay. They take 8. Yeah, just chuck a lightning at their face. And that's game 2. Nice. Okay, they just had a really bad draw. No 1-drop into no 1-drop into no 1-drop into Fashion Temples into Tartak Wanderer plus Deadly. Just terrible hand. Yep. I mean, my hand is currently 100% Sings that deal damage to them and Igneous Visions. So, like, it's not getting any better than this. I could put in Punishment for next, I guess, but I feel like that's not 2 damage is not enough. It needs to be 3. Okay, and I just need them to, like, mulligan to 4. And then we got this. Okay, well, I have to mulligan this hand, obviously. They mulligan to 4. If I mulligan to 4, obviously it's not going to work. Okay. 2 Renegades, a Disgruntled Crook, and an Igneous Visions? It's not the end of the world. What do I put back? What's his hand? Turn 1 Renegade. Turn 2 Crook. Turn 3 Visions. I think it's put back Mountain, hope to draw another one. I need all the ammo I can get. Okay. All we gotta do is count to 20. Please don't play Tartok Wanderer on turn 1. Or even worse. Oh god, it is worse. It's this is oh no, this is okay, this is not the worst case scenario. It's Clandestine Snitch. That's bad, but not the worst. Raislet. Acceptable. Well, play Renegade, pass the turn. They did take 2 off New Divide, so we only have to do 18 damage to them, and we have showing 5. So we only have to find 13 more. It's time for Count to 20 with Dr. Chipmunk. Okay, leaving up 2 mana. Could be Deadly Dispute. Okay, there's Lightning Splinters. I think I play the Raislet here. Playing it early maximizes the chances I actually get to deal combat damage to them with at least one of these creatures at least once. Obviously would love to draw a land next turn. Turn into Twilight Ambush? Sure. So yeah, I have 8 damage in hand, so I just need 10 more. It's not impossible. Could easily happen. Ooh, shock in hand. Okay, they're at 8. And they have a 5/5 in play. That's the only 3 mana card they can cast. It could be the 4/3. It could be it's a 5/5 or a 4/3 they have to have in play. It's a 5/5. Okay. The horror token. Okay, that's really one of the best cards they have against me, just because it shuts down my attacks so effectively. Incendiary Flow. Not a land. Um, hmm. Options include attack with both, losing a soldier to deal 1 damage to them, put them to 15. And then, with okay. Burn count, 9 is 9, 11, so we're at 5. I need to find 5 more damage somehow. I could just play out the Crook. I think, yeah, I'm going to play out the Crook this turn, hoping that on a future turn I'll be able to go like Renegade Apprentice plus Burn Spell on a blocker, get in, and that'll get me the extra damage I need. Plus I need to like get through my Disgruntled Crook at some point anyways. We're at 14. They could attack with the Horror. Would I chump block? I probably won't chump block at this point. I'll be able to trade these soldiers for 5 damage at some point. And the ability to potentially deal damage to them is really important. Now, obviously, I'm wishing I put back second Renegade Apprentice and not Mountain, but I think I have to rely on getting lucky on the mulligan, so I think that's still fair here. And the second Apprentice could easily have become important if I drew like Magma Flow or something. Yeah, they're at 14, and we have 9 burn. They're going to eat their clue. That's a sign of weakness. Tartok Wanderer. Yep. Passing, leaving up 1 mana. Come on, show me something good. Good, 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 good. Neonate. That's just not online, is it? No. That's really bad. I could Igneous Visions just right now, hoping to hit, like, 1-drop or Mountain. Just don't want to hit, 2-drop. Other options include just start dumping my burn spells. I think I'm going to Igneous. If I Igneous and then play a Renegade Apprentice, I can attack with 4 creatures and get in for minimum 2, probably also maximum 2. They block Apprentice of Horror, they chump Disgruntled Crook, and I get in for 2 down to 12. If I hit land, I can also play Neonate. I think the first Igneous Visions is worth doing here. Oh god, it's a 2-mana card. That's really bad. I think do I just play Apprentice Maxim for 2 here? Yeah, it could also be Neonate. With probably Apprentice. Yeah, that's really what I wanted to not happen, especially missing out on a 3 damage burn spell. If it's Twilight Ambush, of course, it's really bad, but at this point, we're so far behind. Yeah, at this point, we have looked at the top. We kept 6, so we've looked at 5 additional cards, and they're gonna take 3. Or are they Twilight Ambush for Renegade? No, I get it for 3 down to 11. Okay, we are 1 burn spell away from having lethal. Because like one, yeah, we have 9, and then any burn spell does it. Okay. I top deck a land. I can cast 2. I can do 2 burn spells next turn if the attack into Lightning Splinters. Covetous Neonate can chump and dig me deeper. I have Igneous Visions to keep looking. This is not impossible. Obviously, they're going to have 10 power in play this turn, so I'm going to be chumping pretty fast. I think it needs to be a land off the top. But they have to be worried about blockers, too. But they're going to have a 5/5 back. I'm at 20. Yeah, they're scared. They're only getting for 1. They're giving me the extra time. And yeah, they're going to sack the spirit and make another 5/5. Okay. Show me land off the top. Ooh, Conjure Force 2. Okay. That's not that. It's only 2 damage per turn. Land, land, land. Magma Flow. Okay. Um, that is lethal, right? Yeah, that is lethal. So, how do I do this? Okay, I need to make sure they don't kill every one of my creatures so I can still 1-mana Lightning Splinters, but it seems unlikely. It seems likely they clearly don't have didn't have Twilight Ambush that turn. I think they might have been very tempted by Fashion Temple from Flesh. So I think having the 1 creature around so I can Lightning Splinters is pretty likely to be true for a while. I always need to spend all of my mana. I can spend it on Razelet, I could spend. So my options are Magma Flow plus Lightning Splinters, Magma Flow plus Neonate, or chuck Razelet at their face. Okay. I need to cast these 4 spells. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 mana. So 2 this turn, and then 2 and then 3, or 3 and then 3 is how it has to be. But I need to spend 2 mana this turn so that next turn I can spend 2 more mana, and the turn after that I can spend 3 mana. Right. So it's this turn, Magma Flow, Lightning Splinters. Turn after that, Chuck Raislet. Turn after that, hope I can draw into Magma Flow, Incendiary Flow, kill them. But I should probably cash in the Lightning. But I don't have time for Neonate. Yada yada. Okay, then they're gonna attack. Okay, I have to think through this math. Next turn they're gonna attack. If they attack me with everything, I chump attack with everything. I take it. That's 10, 12. I go to 7, and then I have to block both the following turn. So I need 2 blockers to survive. So I think I keep the Lightning Splinters an additional turn. I don't do that this turn. So this turn is actually just Raislet their face, is what this turns out to be. Yes. Raislet your face, hope to draw into land or Lightning Splint. Hope to draw into land so I can do it in 2 turns. Incendiary Flow, Magma Flow. Yeah, it's just pass. Okay. Basically, if they attack with all into attack with all, I have no outs. But I hope that by leaving up my 2 attackers and my 2 mana, I can kind of bluff them into not attacking with everything because they're afraid of taking too much damage on the crackback. Yeah, I need land in top 2, and I need them to not kill me in 2 attacks. Unfortunately, Lightning Splinter basically requires me to throw away a creature for it to be castable. I can also get there by drawing a 2 mana burn spell instead of Lightning Splinters, instead of a land at some point. Attacking just for 6. Oh, just these ones. Yeah, okay. No blocks. But yeah, they're only attacking for 6 this turn. Scophos puts me to 11. Okay. The math is getting complicated. Conjure 4 for 1 spirit. Only 1 spirit. You haven't cast another spell this turn. Okay, Raislet. Okay. Land or 2 mana burn spell. Crimson Finale. Does that do anything? So much think that does anything. So if I block only 1 creature, I die. I have to be able to block 2 creatures to live here. So I can Incendiary Flow their face down to 5. I can Incendiary Flow down to 5, and then it doesn't work. Do I have to Igneous for an out here? To have an out here? If there was 1 land in my top, what at this point 7 cards, this would be so easy. But there was not. Okay. Okay, first question. Can I beat them having one removal spell? That would require me to leave up two blockers? Hmm. Criminal Finale unfortunately doesn't quite do it because they're at 8, not 7. If they're at 7, it'd be way easier. I can send your Flow their face down to 5. Then, if I'm somehow able to keep a creature, I can top deck land, go Magma Flow, chuck at your face, attack Lightning Splinters. But I'm probably forced to chump with both creatures this going into this turn. And at that point, I'm like, do I have any X? Maybe not. In that case, it's possible it's Igneous Visions. What happens if I Igneous Vision then hit a land? Then I can go land instead of your face. It's the same thing, but I have a land in play. And the following turn, I could top deck another land for Meg. I could top deck a Burnsful for Megaflow. That lets me top deck things. But it's Igneous Vision. I mean, Igneous Vision exactly has to be land to do anything. Otherwise, I have no chance. Other options. Is there a Covetous Neonate line? If I play Neonate, and I play Neonate Magma Flow, they can attack. I can block 3, take 2, go to 9, lose everything. Hmm. Okay. Relevant lines here are Incendiary Flow your face, Neonate plus Magma Flow, Igneous Vision's hope to hit land. Okay, let's go over each of these plays in detail. Incendiary Flow your face means if they attack with everything, I have no outs. And I think they'll probably see that. So I think that play can't be hit. Neonate Magma Flow. If they attack with everything, they can't attack with everything, or they have to be afraid about attacking with everything because they could die to like being attacked back. In that case, if they do attack everything, I do have to block with everything. Attack with everything, I can block 2. Keeping a neonate in play. Igneous Visions hit land. Still doesn't guarantee me lethal next turn, but it gives me the opportunity to top deck out. If I Incendiary Flow face, they attack with everything, block, I have to block twice to avoid dying. Because they have exactsies. They have exactly 11 for through one blocker. There's also Crimson Finale, which kills 2 of their creatures and puts them to 7. And then I follow it up with Magma Flow, but then, like, how am I can't kill them next turn. Hmm. Same with Igneous is like, if I don't Igneous into exactly Mountain, it just does absolutely nothing. I, I really should. I keep being tempted by plays that rely on my opponent making a mistake, and I really shouldn't be. Like the Incendiary Flow your face line relies on them making a mistake of not attacking with everything. I think it has to be the Igneous Visions line. Like Igneous Visions hit land, play land, Incendiary Flow, and then I have to block everything, but then I have the opportunity to top deck. No, I can't even top deck anything, right? Because I still can't cast Lightning Splinters for cheap, because I have to block with everything. Is it Neonate then? Is it Neonate Magma Flow leaves him at 8? That sounds so bad. But if I Igneous Vision, I hit a land, I play land Incendiary Flow, they're at 5. I have 3 lands in play. The attack, I shuffle everything. There's nothing I can draw that lets me deal 5 damage to them from this hand. Right? Because Magma Flow costs 2, and they cost 1. And I have no creatures. Oh, I could draw land. And then Neonate has haste. Okay. How's this? Igneous Visions hit land. Play land, Incendiary Flow your face. Next turn, chump of everything. Next turn, top deck land. Play land, Neonate attack. It dies during combat. Magma Flow your face, Lightning Splinters your face. I need the top 2 cards of my library to be mountains. Which, to be fair, there's a lot of those in my library right now. But that does theoretically win through the things I know they have. So I could Incendiary Flow, which loses to them attacking with which gives me no outs, or I could Igneous Visions, which gives me outs of 2 lands on top of my library. I think the Igneous Visions is right here. I think they are going to attack with everything. They are going to force my chump block. Even if I don't block, even if they don't attack with everything, and I only have to block with 1 creature. Okay. Suppose I Incendiary Flow face, and they attack with not everything. I block 1 creature, keep Renegade Apprentice around. Then, and they don't have a Renegade Apprentice, I can then top deck a land, attack Lightning Splinter's Magma Flow. So yeah, I would need to top deck a land in that case anyways. So Incendiary Flow loses them attack of everything, but beats them, but wins against them, as long as I have a land on top of that. Igneous Visions can beat them non-attacking, can even beat them attacking everything, but the top card in the library has to be land. So, okay, let's put it this way. If the top card in the library is not a land, I have 0% chance of winning. I can't win with either line. If the top card in the library is a land, then Igneous Visions is free. There's no downside to doing it. Right? If the top card in the library isn't a land, I can Igneous Visions face and know it. So yeah, Igneous Visions is just free. It's solid smog. Well, there was no outs anyways. Yeah, so yeah, I guess it came down. I think I played that turn correctly, but it came down to the mulligan decision. I shouldn't have put the land to the bottom, I guess. But it feels like you should keep the second land. You should, especially on the draw, you should be like, yeah, I'll probably hit a land in my top 3, and I don't want my 4th land for sure. Okay, and that's lethal. Okay, so it's actually all academic. Yeah, because that's lethal. Okay. So yeah, that's closer than I expected, tough but very bad matchup, and I think yeah. Honestly, I'm gonna have to put that mulligan decision in the chat because I actually don't know what the correct answer was there. But best of luck to Borfotron, who's facing the mirror match next in semis, and another top cut. Any top cut I count as a win. And see you guys next month for Stirrings and Goldport.